Shalom, welcome to Rabbi Ron in the house. Here it is, right? That tree of life Bible, digging into the book of Acts. Oh, I love this book. Acts chapter 16, it tells us that Paul, the apostle, was going out to minister, and he was taking Timothy with him. And he took him and he had him circumcised for the sake of the Jewish people in those places, for they all knew that his father was a Greek. Paul, what did I say? He had Timothy circumcised. What is he doing? You don't have to be circumcised in order to be saved. We just talked about that the previous chapter. Paul was the one who delivered that message. And here he is going out delivering the message. You don't need to be circumcised. And what does he do? He takes Timothy out and gets him circumcised. Has he lost his mind? What is he doing? Check it out. What did it say? He said people knew Timothy, they knew his dad was a Greek, and therefore the Jewish people realized since his dad was Greek, he was not circumcised. The Jewish people that they were trying to minister then would have problems at first having Timothy being uncircumcised around. So Paul says we need to get him circumcised to avoid the conflict. Had nothing to do with circumcising Timothy in order for Timothy to be saved, but to avoid conflict, avoid problems before they arise. This is an important lesson. Let's take a look here down at the floor, folks. Come on down. How's your faith? Here we go. We see what we got here. Can you see this, folks? What do we got here? A bunch of little pens, right? Here they are. We've just left some pens on the floor. Now here, what happens here? You can't see me and the pens all at the same time. But what happens now? We leave these pens on the floor and I start to walk forward. What's going to happen? My foot's going to come across on the pens and whoa! I'm going to fall and get hurt. So what do? They're just a bunch of little pens. Little pens can't hurt anybody, but left on the floor, they have the potential to cause some problems. And so it's a smart idea when you notice it, you think of the potential for problem and you say, hey, I better just take just a few seconds and pick up the pens, get them off the floor, and put them away in my desk. See, a little bit of effort avoids future problems. That's what Paul was doing. Little bit of effort, get Timothy circumcised, will avoid conflicts and problems that would hinder the sharing of the good news. Folks, I want to encourage you, don't be lazy and negligent and just leave little things. You got a little misunderstanding with someone, you say, oh, it's just a little misunderstanding. No, we got to realize it's hard. I need to remember this myself. Little misunderstandings, they can grow big. And then when they're big, oh, they make a mess of stuff. And so therefore it's important you see something, it's small, but it has the potential to grow and cause problems. Don't be lazy. Don't be negligent. Think of the pens. Think of Paul having Timothy circumcised as a grown adult and say, hey, let me just take a moment, clear things up, pick up the pens, and that will make life easier in the future and avoid potential problems. You'd be smart to do it. I'd be smart to do it. I hope you'll remember this. Thanks for joining me. This is Rabbi Ron in the house.